Hello, you beautiful internet you, and welcome back to a very, very exciting episode of Careful Cantrip, where a group of friends from coast to coast do their absolute best to get lost in dungeons and run away from dragons, of course. As always, I'm your host and ever-loving Universe DM Dave, and these warriors of the dice beside me, they are my players. Guys, you already know what to do. Give some love, would ya?
Oh, I got that
love.
It's us.
I give it to you. Here, take it.
There we go. Thought I should
And
bring it.
ladies and gentlemen, if you are not standing, Veya standing, your head off right now, then what are you even doing? Hey, what are you even doing here? That's the most important question that we have for the evening. And if you don't know what to do, just take those pretty little fingers of yours and explode chat with hearts right now. Just blow them up. Show them how much you're happy to see the lovely Beck back at the table. Beck, it's so glad to have you back.
Thank you. I am so thrilled to be here playing my favorite squirrel.
And fair.
I'm actually confused. I don't know.
That's perfect.
Let me be clear. I am the only one allowed to call myself a squirrel. If you do, I will murder you.
Well, it won't be me. It'll be Fizz.
Well, you know, there's choices.
With that said, guys, thank you so much for the level 3 hype train. I saw it earlier. I'm sorry. We technical difficulties as always. I'll run through real quick. Bobcat, thank you for the gift. McLover, thank you for the gifted sub. Bob throwing one over to someone named Caustic Phoenix. Never heard of him before, but they're probably really, really cool people. Thank you for the new friend. B-Town dropping a hard 100 on him. Thank you very much. Still Crooked, welcome back for 9 months. Champs of the table, always great to see you. I'm looking at you right now, Peter, so I'm just looking at you.
That's like I'm at 38, 39 months, and I'm going for that 40.
I guess, yeah.
God willing, the creek don't rise, you know?
Raino Ray came back for 47. No one cares. McLover, thank you again for a new friend over to Tigertron. Sicily, 1,000 bits, welcoming Beck back. Thank you very much for that. And then the gifting a friend. I appreciate that. Cross with the 200s. Thank you very much. And GF Powers coming back with those soft, supple, round bouncing biddy of yours. Thank you so much, my friends. I really do appreciate it. And I'm going to turn over to my good friend Nate to tell you all about what's happening on Patreon.
Oh, hey, y'all, it's my good friend Nate. That's me. I'm here to tell you about Patreon, but Dave just spoiled that. Thanks, Dave. Anyway, it's me.
It's part of my job description. I'm sorry.
But yeah, I am here to tell you guys about the coolest dang platform that you are probably already on. Because, you know, if you're not, it'd just be silly. I feel like it'd be embarrassing, right? Because we have a free tier where you can go see an awesome set of comics featuring the C1 cast that's done in amazing art. And there's also a community that you can engage with. There's a bunch over there. And heck, if you got a couple bucks to chuck our way to keep the lights on, you know, help us out around here, pay some bills, then you can get on some really cool benefits. We have our Discord chats that we do every second week. We'll come in and do a Q&A and a hangout with you all. If you have any, glaring questions, if you want some spoilers when nobody else is looking, I don't know. Maybe come chat to us.
Nate always gives the spoilers. It's always Nate too. If you watch Campaign Diaries, what? Just saying, every time I gasp, I'm like, oh, Nate.
You gotta get the good stuff. It's in on the Campaign Diaries where we get to kind of level with you guys and have some intimate time. So go check us out over there. Links will be in the chat tonight. And we appreciate every single one of you folks. We do have some higher members here, including Colin Worcester, Nathan Sawyer, and Steve, our beloved Steve. Also, I believe Cass was subbed in at the higher tier as well for the rest of the month. We appreciate every single one of you guys. Thanks for helping us out here. Raina, what do you got this week?
Oh boy, everybody strap yourselves in because the comment section was wild.
Do it all in an English accent. Go.
Yeah. Do it in a German accent.
I can't
do it in an English Cockney German accent.
A German.
A German guy who immigrated and is now trying to fit in.
None of these things will happen or come out of my mouth properly. Okay. Okay. First comment is from Bobcat Maniac. So happy that beef is back. That ending, one of the best. I think it's hilarious that Peter might not know that we nicknamed.
I thought it was a typo.
I had all the wrong nicknames. I didn't have any good ones. There are so many, and they're all terrible.
Oh Okay, but beef is canon because that's what you named your character in Ginku's memory when we went
Yes.
back in time or whatever. So,
Mhm,
anyways, so happy that beef is back. The ending, one of the best cliffhangers ever. Fizz and Al are one spectacular comic duo. Absolutely agree. Vertaria says, Nate. Oh my God, this is a letter, Nate.
All right, let's give it to me.
Thank you for saying my comment was the best. It made my cheeks blush and my heart sing. Dave, I got what you meant when you said it was an ancient African proverb. I'm glad I brighten your mornings. I hope the cast and everyone in Chatlandia had a merry day. Have a great game tonight.
Damn.
Aw.
Dang,
Vortaria,
heck.
bringing some love to us and the Trippers. Thank you.
Yeah.
Can I say that's my favorite comment? Like,
Oh,
just
wow.
pop
Oh,
there.
damn. That's from the guest, too. That's from the guest. Oh, my God.
Wow. I think it's just to challenge Nate. That's what I think that's all about. But anyways, okay.
I'll bequeath the title.
All right, next comment. Family IT Dude says, welcome back, Beef. Across the stream says, love the episode and your whole campaign. So many twists and turns. That was a pretty sweet surprise to finish this chapter. Hashtag wings for Jeremy. Then Powers says, hashtag give Jeremy wings. As
I will work on it.
Where does
Guardian.
this come from?
This was me. This was my campaign diary.
Oh, okay.
You're
starting
That
a
makes sense
revolution.
now. All
I will
right.
make a pig
I
fly.
am.
I will.
I respect and appreciate everyone that has come out in support of the Wings for Jeremy campaign.
Wait for
Well,
sure.
there's more too, which is even better. But, okay.
Oh my god.
Okay. So Power says, hashtag give Jeremy wings. As Black's guardian, he really needs them to avoid becoming a BLT. What? Oh, Jeremy. Okay. I'm sorry. Jess's outrage with that. It flipped so quickly. She was so proud, shocked, and then right to outrage. And speaking of flying, what a crazy end scene. That abandoned flying squirrel will definitely be out for revenge. We're just roasting Beck. Okay.
What?
It's how the community knows they love you.
Yeah.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true.
Okay.
This might be one of my favorite communities, but don't tell any other communities that.
Okay. Yeah.
That'll be our new merch.
5
so-
stars from Beck.
That would be. We'll talk about it later.
Workshop.
Okay. Con, Dave, if you want to do me the honors. Cons has 2 comments. The first one is just hashtag give Jeremy wings. And then the second comment is sure would be nice if someone sang happy birthday to me. It's all I ever wanted. Ready, everybody? Happy birthday to
Birthday
you.
to Con.
Happy
birthday
to
Happy
Con.
birthday,
Happy birthday
to you.
Feliz cumpleaños.
And many more.
Feliz Navidad. No, that's
So close.
We got another one.
Okay, that ends the comments. Over to you, Dave.
Well,
Oh,
other
wait.
than a what?
Apparently you're muted.
What happened?
Hold on. I have one announcement for myself. Because Dave and I will be flying to PAX U, there will be no fireside chat tomorrow night because we'll be frantically packing to make our plane. So I love all of you, and we're gonna stream when we're at PAX, so we'll see you there. But no fireside chats this week. And if you're watching this on Sunday, it doesn't matter because you've already missed it. So
And Paxu's done.
I-
So
Got
I
him.
tried to suggest Fireside Chat's airplane mode, but Raina was worried about crashing the plane.
yeah,
Yeah.
because I'm flying the plane to Philadelphia.
You are?
Naturally.
Yeah.
Like a
Why do we
Wright
pay so
brothers
much for
plane.
airline tickets then?
Yeah, seriously.
Wait a minute.
Okay, now back to Dave.
With that said, folks, that was our announcements for the evening. Other than a quick shout out to our lovely sponsors of the campaign, the Great Grimoire. Some of the best minis you can find on the planet. Use !GG in chat right now, and you can go check them out in a place that I actually put the link to. And then something happens when you go there, and I don't remember what it is, but you can go check it out because they're really cool stuff. But other than that, we have no other announcements for the evening, except again, happy birthday, Con. So without any further ado, players, are you ready?
Ready?
Let's D&D do it. That's my new one. That's my new slogan.
No.
That's it. That's the one.
I would like
Come
to
on,
leave now.
y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I'm gonna get a dark heart. Jesus.
You deserve it. You deserve it.
Yeah.
You earned that one.
And Trippers, are you ready?
Obviously, David.
Nice.
No,
Yes.
no,
I was
hated
not
that.
expecting that. That's amazing.
Hated that. Well,
I
then
love
let's go
10
ahead
out of
and just
10.
jump it. Oh. We're just gonna go ahead and start.
Yeah.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Everything's better in LA. What about tacos? Are tacos better in LA?
I can see that.
I heard there's good burritos.
I've heard there's good enchiladas. Rumor has it.
Why'd you sound like Hank Hill saying enchiladas? Sorry.
Wow.
Don't apologize for that
I
one.
guess I know who's dying tonight.
It's okay. I got my dark heart. It's fine.
Oh, you did? Okay, perfect. Good. Thank you, Still Crooked. So, when we last left our heroes, ambushed in the Bomb Spine Forest by the Emerald Rebels, the party faced a tense interrogation. Their captors, wary and distrustful, questioned their intentions. But through some careful negotiations, we'll call them, the party convinced the rebels of their mission from Queen Ozma's ghost, carrying the Gnome King's heart, and seeking to stop Dorothy's reign of terror. Reluctantly, the rebels escorted the group to their hidden sanctuary, a sacred grove shrouded in ancient protective magics. Within the grove, the party met, once again, Elder Muffet, now a battle-worn priestess of the fairy godmother and leader of the rebels. Skeptical of the party's story of an alternative timeline, a thriving Emerald City, and Ozma's message, Muffet eventually accepted their truth. However, trust came with a dire challenge. The rebel strategists, Jack Thunderbore, was held captive by Dorothy's elite warriors known as the Pride. Without his leadership, the rebels' chances of survival were slim. The mission was clear. The rebels would create a diversion, attacking Dorothy's supply lines to draw away the Pride's forces, allowing the party to infiltrate an old shrine of Mother Goose. Once a place of healing and light, the shrine had been defiled and corrupted under Dorothy's dominion. Muffet warned of formidable dangers within. Corrupt guardians and powerful enemies determined to keep Jack imprisoned. Under the cover of darkness, as the rebels launched their diversion, the party approached the desecrated shrine. Its aura, once radiant, now radiated an oppressive and sinister energy. As the group ventured deeper into the corrupted halls. Once the location of Jack was clear, Minnie and Rune waited for Al and Fizz to create a bit of a distraction. Starting a fire to draw attention away from the inner sanctum, Al and Fizz turned invisible before leaving the shrine to the rendezvous point. And with the coast clear, Minnie and Rune quickly headed towards Jack, freeing him of his bonds. However, The coast was not so clear of danger, at least not as much as they had presumed. For a shadowy figure emerged, a familiar face turned. Veya, a former ally who once fought beside them, now stood in the regale of the pride, with a question remaining. Who does she see as friend, and who does she see as foe? And so, our story continues. Veya.
Yes.
The rhythmic sound of sharpening metal was one of the only things anchoring your thoughts. The silver song, your trusted blade of mithril, sang softly under the waystone's touch. You've always found solace in the act of preparation, the methodical scraping of stone against metal. However, your thoughts began to flow inward. You are your mother's daughter, loyal, disciplined, and unyielding. But you couldn't shake the nagging feeling that things were shifting in ways the pride didn't yet understand. The rebels' movements had grown bolder, more unpredictable. Each clash left a trail of questions. The sharp bark of a lieutenant's voice shattered your thoughts. To arms! The rebels have struck another supply route. Rising, blades in hands, the camp erupted into a flurry of activity. Pride soldiers scrambled to their posts, gathering weapons and forming ranks. Your instinct was to join them, to fall in line as you always have. But something made you hesitate. The timing of the attack, the urgency in the lieutenant's voice, it didn't sit right. The rebels were cunning, yes, but this felt too deliberate, almost like bait. Stepping back, the weight of your doubts held you still. The soldiers marched out, leaving the camp and shrine vulnerable. Your unease deepened. Scanning the area, every sense on edge when you suddenly smell smoke. Following your senses, you charged towards the shrine. The faint but unmistakable scent of burning wood and thatch coiled through the air. Breaking into a sprint, the silver song gleaming at your side as you crossed the camp and barreled through the shrine's stone archway. The sight inside stops you cold as the flames lick the edge of the ancient walls. But further you run into the shrine. Deeper into the corridors where you know Jack to be held, the door of the inner sanctum wide open. The now unguarded doorway, moments away as you pass through the doorway. And then, there they are. Faces you never thought you'd see again. You grip your blade as tightly as you can, trying to anchor to all you've come to know. But it falters as a surge of memories and emotions fill your mind. The sound of laughter shared around campfires, of battles fought side by side, of promises made under starlit skies. They had been more than comrades. They had been family. And now standing in the dim light of the inner sanctum, their ghosts made flesh, ripped from your dreams and thrust into your present. Your eyes first fall on Rune, standing calm amidst the chaos. That serenity had always unnerved you. Rune, the faithful devotee of sleeping beauty, a goddess who spoke in riddles and dreams, offering no clear answers. You had bickered over that faith. To you it seemed absurd, naive even, to follow a deity whose guidance felt more like a guessing game. Yet Rune never faltered. You scoffed at it then, but now, seeing Rune here, your gaze then shifts to Minnie, looking just as you remember. Bright-eyed and full of boundless energy, the kind of person who would throw herself headfirst into danger without a second thought. She'd been the glue that held your little group together. The one who could make you smile even in the darkest moments. Emotions churn within, Relief at seeing them alive, guilt for the time you've spent apart, confusion over what the reappearance means for your life, the life you've built in their absence, this life. For a moment, the chaos around you fades. The fire, your mother, the Inquisitor, the rebels all fade to a distant hum. All that mattered were the faces staring back at you and the overwhelming truth of what you felt in that instant. So, Veya, what do you feel?
It's a wave of emotions that hits her, and it overwhelms her. Her ears flat back, her tail slowly creeping between her legs. She feels fear and anxiousness and anger and hope and joy and happiness, and it's all together, each fighting to take dominance. As her face contorts, her hand grips and loosens again and again as a different emotion comes over her. What are you doing? This isn't real. This isn't real. And she staggers, taking a step back, almost tripping over her own tail in this. Oh. She'll grab the door frame, unable to steady herself in this moment, hoping that by holding on to something strong, even as the flames lift up around her, she hopes that it might give her some sort of focus in what she's feeling.
Minnie will take any weapons that she's holding and kind of hold up her hands and walk to Veya really, really slowly.
No.
It's us.
Veya?
That was a long dream that I had a very long time ago.
No, it's us.
It is an echo at best.
We all remember. It really happened.
How do you know me? Do you even know me?
Yeah. We ate bee butts under the tree together.
And we were in Ginku's memory. Oh my gosh. And we were so bad at that high five. Although, we got the uppy, but not the downy. Hi. It's really good to see you.
No. It's been what? Not just days or weeks. It's been months. Why are you all together? Why?
If
that was real, why didn't you come get me before?
We didn't know where you were. Or even if you were at all. Barrick's gone. We don't know where he is.
Is he with you?
No. Is it really you? And she drops her sword to the ground as she tries to cover her face. She doesn't want to share that she's crying. She's trying to hide herself in this moment, taking more steps back. Now, even further, as if her body wants to run away from this situation. How?
I don't know. Come here, Veya. It's just the fizzies. And Rune puts her hand out to give her a hug, if she accepts.
And you see this tenseness in her shoulders, her fingers clutching around her snout, and she just, I guess in a surprise, she runs at you. And it's a very tight hold. And you can feel she kind of has to leap into your arms, considering that she's smaller. And you find her little snout just buried into your neck. How is it you? Why are you here?
I don't know.
I thought it was going crazy.
I'm so sorry that I don't know why you weren't with us, too.
Nobody else remembers.
I know. Oh, we do. And Black, remember the gnome from Ginku's memory, he also came with us, and he's not here, but back where we came from. So there's other people that know, and there's people, big people in the city who know.
Oh, how come you all got to keep together? How come you all got to stay together and I've been fighting a war?
It sounds like we all have different versions of ourselves. And ours stayed in the village. But I don't know, apparently I'm Marvelous Minnie, some big traveler. And oh my god, I almost called you Nate. Al's brother is here. I haven't met him yet, but Sam is at the pub in the city. Everything's kind of weird and topsy-turvy. I don't know why we're here and you're there, but we're all here now.
What are you doing here? And she hops down, taking a step back.
We're here for Jack.
You can't be. He's a traitor in this world. You can't take him. You know how long it took us to capture him? He puts us all at danger.
Oh, it's such a long story, Veya. But it's like you said, maybe in this world he's a traitor, but where we came from, he's not. Remember the Jack that we knew? It was a little sassy to Keelan, but overall, good guy.
That's not who he is here.
You don't think everything is wrong here? You don't see the iron fist that's ruling? You don't see all the people being scared to talk? You remember what we were trying to do? And then everything went wrong in Ginku's memory. The crow showed up. And then suddenly, we woke up here, and guess who's in power? The crow.
That's your story.
It's
maybe where you all have been, it's been different, but here, there's always two sides to war. You think I haven't seen members of my own pride struck down? People go hungry because our supply chains keep getting raided? You think I was happy to capture Jack Thunderboar? Knowing who he was to me, a mentor, somebody who I looked up to, but in this world, he was doing harm to who I was fighting for. I'm not saying it's perfect. I'm not. I had to make a choice while I was here. It wasn't like you all where you had each other. I was by myself. I had to use this. She picks up her blade. I thought I had lost it, but it's here with me, and I've had to use this so many times.
Well, now you're gonna have to make another choice.
I'm so sorry, Veya. We've been through a lot here too already. There's big people after us, and the only way that we're gonna help them and figure this out is if we get Jack Thunderboar. He's the only one that might have information on where Barrick is. Veya, Barrick doesn't exist here. My parents are awake and alive, and it's so great, but they don't even know who he is.
What do you mean? You're here. I'm here.
Yeah.
How did he not make it back?
I don't know. That's why we need to help these people. And also because I think it might be the right thing to do. But I know you've been through some really terrible stuff, and I'm really sorry for that, and I wish I could change it, that you woke up near us.
It's not fair.
I know.
Can't give you Jack. My mother, she's the captain. I can't. I can't.
You can though.
You
Just
don't know
come-
what position that puts me in.
What-
If I will be made a demonstration of.
What does that
I'm not
mean?
saying I understand. It's not. The point is I just want this war to end. If I can at least, with my parents, with the pride, if we could just end this war, and then maybe it would all stop. But
You're on the wrong side.
Don't you want to get back to the life that we had?
we don't even know if we can get back.
We don't, but Jack is a good start.
I've been here trying to find. You know how many I've seen him kill? Capturing him wasn't easy. Listen, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that the crow should win. I'm just saying I am doing what I can to stop this war. That's all I've been doing. I've been just trying to be as efficient as possible.
But if your side wins, the crow wins. That's the wrong side, Veya.
Every
You
side
have
has
to
some
come
wrong
with
people.
us.
You can't tell me that there's leaders on each side that are good or that your side hasn't made any sacrifices to towns here. Innocent
At the
merchants.
end of the day, I know who's right. I know who's fighting for what's right. And I think that's us. It's not the
Easier when
pride.
you're on one side. You've not had to live months on the other.
You lived years on this side. We
didn't live in war on that side.
We lived in the Emerald Empire. This is
And our
not a
families
real
disappeared
world.
there too.
We
That
have to get
timeline
them
was
back.
also bad for us. It was then bad and now it's bad again. I'm not trying to get back. I'm just trying to
Timeline.
fix what I am right now.
We're taking Jack.
Yeah, we have to. I can't lose Barrick. So I really hope that you just come with us. Just come with us. Maybe you just
None of this is
disappeared
real.
in
We have to
combat.
get out of this. None of it is real. Our families are safe. That's great. It's not real. The timeline was tampered with. We have to
Veya
get back.
pulls off her chest armor and you can see scars that have marked her body. You know, not even a few days past that I'm not seeing somebody's blade come for my throat. Sorry you can't find Barrick. I don't know if he's separated like I was. Did you try to find me like you're trying to find Barrick?
Well,
You
and
told
Barrick-
us that you existed. We heard that you were working for the Pride.
Yeah.
That's all we knew.
it's only been a day or two for us since we
Yeah.
got here.
It's been months. It's been half a year.
Oh my God.
It's not fair to put you if it's been a day. You've had a day here. You've had a day here. Fine. You can take you can take Jack. Hit me or something, so maybe my punishment will be less.
You should come with us.
Why? You heard I was with the Pride and you left me there, right?
We've been here a day, Veya. Come on.
Yeah.
Do you want to keep going through what you're going through? Or do you want to change your stars?
That's a really unfair statement. Because from where I sit, I've been working to change my stars.
Well, here's your moment. We're back.
If she looks around the room, what does she see?
I forgot I had a job to do here. God damn.
God, so sad.
As you look around the room, you can see Jack starting to stir on the floor, clearly after the treatment that he's undergone under the captivity of the Pride has left its mark as well. You see, obviously, almost two opposing sides as you look at your old companions. One who seems angrier than she had been before. The other filled with a sense of compassion and caring. And then directly behind them, you take note of the statue, the ever-glowing egg of Mother Goose. You remember the first time that you happened upon this stronghold, early on in your days here. You learned that it was a symbol of light, a symbol of healing, a symbol of hope.
I will help you find the next step towards Barrack. But then I'm coming back here to finish what I have been building. I have a small, loyal contingent. I've been working on building something here. Don't make it sound like I've just been a monster the entire time.
No one here thinks that you're a monster, babe.
Yeah.
But I'm here fighting for the Pride. For this wrong side. As I've been told. It really just feels like anything I'm done doesn't matter to you all. Unless it's what you all are doing. So let's do this then. It must be more important, right? It must be more effective. So here. And she'll help Jack get to his feet.
Jack is, as you know, a large furbolg. The two of you watch as Veya pushes past you. She stops for a moment, clutching onto her sword, looking down at her enemy. And still stays her blade. The once vivacious, somewhat intimidating at times, small fox now reaches down against everything she knows and tries to pick Jack up. But her small frame, she struggles.
Ron will go and try and assist if she'll let her. Veya, I care. Minnie cares. We all care. Al's just waiting outside with a new person, Fizz, new friend. And we all care about you and what you've been through. It's horrible. I really am sorry. And I wish it was me instead of you. But you can come with us now. And we'll fix this together, and we can be a team, and we can go back to our lives together.
Veya looks at you, and it's a very different Veya than you've ever seen. She looks so small. Her eyes like oceans, and they pour. It's been so hard. Every day.
Veya, as Rune meets the other side of Jack, you feel something you haven't felt in a very long time. Someone to help carry the load. As the two of you now prop Jack up, he's still barely conscious at this point. The reality of the situation now immediately spurs back in. Looking out the door, you can still see the flickering of flames bounce and create shadows off the walls all around. What do you guys like to do?
Minnie will rush to the door and look both ways to make sure that the way is clear.
Okay. Minnie, as you rush forward in front, you take a few steps forward towards the end of the corridor. Go ahead and make an investigation check for me.
That's a 12.
With a 12, it's difficult to see through all the smoke that now continues to bellow out from one of the rooms. But you can hear the sound of male voices rushing around, trying to put out the fire, it seems.
Okay. You guys go. I think I know where they started the fire. I'll keep an eye out. You sneak past me. And worst case scenario, I'll try to distract them and somehow slip away. Go.
Are you sure, Minnie? Are you gonna
Yeah.
have a way out?
I'll figure it out. This is the only way. You guys can't get caught. He needs to get back to them.
Neither can you. Don't get caught, okay?
I won't get caught. I won't get caught. Go quickly. I'll be right behind you.
Okay. For old time's sake? She looks at Veya.
Yeah. She offers a weak smile.
I need Veya and Rune to both make stealth checks for me. And God knows you probably all have gods are pleased at this point.
Yes, yes, as it turns out.
Really? Okay.
How did
Veya
you know?
has one, and who else? Fizz has one. Veya has one.
I mean, I'll take one.
I rolled a 19, so it's good. I'm good. I think.
17. Together. If one of us really messed up, it'd be bad.
With a 17 and a 19, you guys, it takes some time carrying Jack, watching each step. But you don't come into any obstacles. Whatever Minnie must be doing is working.
This is a lot easier when you have a team.
Yeah, you have one now.
Yeah, it's really impressive you all managed to break in to a pretty secure area.
Well, we had help. It wasn't just us.
Back outside, Al and Fizz sitting just at the tree line, watching the front intently. You've watched a few individuals start making their way into the shrine, watching the smoke now bellow out from the front area.
I'm gonna say I thought it would be a bigger fire than that.
Yeah, I mean, like, I really put a lot of oil on all that.
Maybe we should, for next time, we'll remember to start multiple fires and maybe a few different places, and then they can all mix to one super fire.
Yeah. And Fizz is like crouched down between a small bush, and he has like just a branch by his face. Do you think you're taking a while?
I'm probably just moving careful so they can get out.
Yeah,
I got faith.
Well, I mean, like, I could. You want to go take a look, or do you want to just? He's gonna do a little.
No.
He's gonna do a
This
quick.
would be like the market all over again in the Mushroom Kingdom, where one person went one way and then the other person went one way, and we kept missing each other. So he said, "Meet at the tree line. We're gonna stay at the tree line."
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna do a little quick glance, and I'm just gonna do like an investigation check, see if there's anything or anyone coming up our way.
Sure.
I'm gonna use my inspiration already because that was a 4.
Yeah.
And that was a goddamn 3, so don't worry about it.
That was fun.
Sorry, Dave. I was going to say, yeah, I'm kind of generally watching as well, so I don't know if you want me to kind of just
make a perception check for me.
Perception.
If you're not intently investigating something, we'll just say a perception check.
I got a +0, and then thanks to Khan, a dark heart. So that's a 15. That's a 7 plus a D4 of 3. I got 10.
With a 10, it's hard to make out. Fizz, you continue to pervade the area. The problem is that you continue to hold the branch in front of your face, wondering why you can't make heads or tail out of anything. However, Al, you do notice 2 things. One, not too far from the front entrance, closer to a wagon filled with a number of weapons and armor and ornaments. And also, while hidden from some of the smoke that seems to be coming out of the front, you watch as 3 individuals now emerge. You see 2 small figures holding a large jack. They continue to make their way forward. When you do take note of the 2 guards that seem to be closer to the wagon, now turning their attention back to move towards the entrance.
So being just mentally, they're walking beside the wagon full of armaments. The guards that are by the wagon would be walking away from them towards the entrance?
They're clearly kind of guarding the area, a small perimeter around. And it looks like their route is starting to take them towards the front entrance as you see these 3 individuals make their way out. Although difficult to make out exactly who it is, you would assume, given Minnie and Rune's height, most likely them with Jack.
Okay. So the guards, again, sorry to clarify, but the guards are about to run into the party leaving, is what we're saying.
They're not running towards there, but they are starting to make their way. Their line of sight is about to come into view with your companions that are leaving with Jack.
The cart full of arms and armament, is that any way on any sort of slope?
I don't know, high or low for your benefit.
Let's go high.
Okay.
It's going to be low. I know it is.
With a 13, it is on a slope.
Hey, okay.
Oh.
Now can we silently cast Eldritch Blast at the wheel, causing it to break, therefore rolling back downhill, making the guards freak out and have to chase after the cart?
I will say the cart is roughly about 60 feet away from you. So I would probably set the AC of the wheel at about an 18.
I do have 120 foot range.
You are still trying to shoot at a wheel.
Okay.
In a very specific way.
And an 18, you'd say. I have to roll an 11 or higher. Huh. I like these odds, David. You've intrigued me with this gambling.
Oh my full
gambling
name.
man.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Can we roll an 11 or higher, chat? Let's see.
Good luck, good
Ooh,
luck,
the
good luck.
suspense.
As Al targets the wheel with Eldritch Blast.
Hey, what are you
The
doing?
wheel.
That's a nat 20. That's a nat 20. We did it.
Yeah, we did it, chat. We did it.
That cart go rolling.
No.
As Fizz inquires to what you're doing, still trying to see through the plants, you immediately stand up, allowing a giant ball, a tight ball of purple and golden flaring energy start to appear within your hand. As you let it loose, it flies perfectly towards the edge of the wheel, knocking just the tip off. As you watch, as the wheel slowly starts to creak,
Oh,
then
man,
start to move a little faster.
Oh.
Along with the other wheels, you watch as it goes tumbling down the hill as the two guards now race off down towards it.
Hey, nice one, man.
Oh, I was aiming at the gods. Damn.
Oh, well, better luck next time, I guess, eh?
But hey, look at them run after it.
As the two of you share a moment of victory, you once again look back. And Al, you realize it's not Minnie.
Wait, is that a tail?
Oh, farts.
Sorry, was that Peter or Fizz saying "oh far"?
Both.
Fair.
Oh my god.
Just as you see a small fox, or is it a rabbit,
Damn it.
holding up Jack on one side with Ruin on the other.
Rune's going to be leading Jack and Veya towards the area of the bushes that we all agreed to meet upon previously.
Is it much further?
No, they should be. Can you see Fizz at least being so fucking tall, or is he still down with his branches?
Go ahead and roll a stealth
He's
check.
pretty
for me there,
hidden.
Fizz.
Yeah.
Just imagine
Great camouflage.
That, my friends, is a natural 1.
Oh dear God, please don't tell me that's your party.
You just see, you can clearly see 2 knees, and then just a branch, and then just his purple hair, and he's like,
Yeah.
we're good.
Okay.
This is who you brought on
Okay, it's just Fizz is
for a
new.
stealth mission?
I don't have anything to say about it.
He has super knobby knees. Can he even run?
Well, he's very tall, so he's got a good leg girth width.
Look how bony they are. It looks like he's got people inside his knees. Have you ever seen that when people have weird knees that look like there's people faces in them? That's what
No.
she's What are you not?
I've seen that. I've seen face knees.
Okay,
yeah.
thank you. That's a thing.
Yeah.
All right, fair.
They have very where it looks like there's a small face in there.
Oh my god. Okay, well, he definitely doesn't have people in his knees, at least I don't think. But we just met him a day ago. I think he's got a good heart.
And you trust him?
He's got a good heart.
Does he have a brain?
Well, the jury's still out. Well, yeah, I think. So, he helped the distraction inside. I think. I'm assuming him and Al were together.
God, what did I get myself into?
You got yourself back with your friends, okay? Come on, let's go find Al, and I'll introduce you to Fizz, and we'll wait for Minnie.
Right.
As they come closer and closer to the tree line, Al, you finally get a full shot. Somehow, through some miracle, Veya now walks along Rune once again.
And Veya, you mentioned you did remove the breastplate to show the scars that you've taken over the time you've been here.
Yeah.
But are you still wearing crimson armor?
The bottom half, like that would cover some of the legs, and the cloak would be attached to like just her undershirt underneath that hooks
Right.
in underneath the armor. So yeah, she'd have the red cloak still.
So yeah, I mean, I guess that would be sort of like, I don't know, how else do you break down seeing someone that you haven't run into? I found this guy Jeffrey went to school with in the 3rd grade at the market last week, and I was like, I think that's Jeff from 3rd grade. Sure enough, it was. We caught up. It was great. But that first initial few seconds of like, is that the person I think it is? That is the person.
Was he wearing red armor as well?
Yeah,
Yeah, weirdly
Fucking
enough.
weird.
Yeah,
Fucking
he's from an
Jeff.
alternate reality.
Swear to God.
No,
He was the
Jeff,
one
if
who
you're
was going
watching,
off
what
the
up, Doc? But I guess kind of like the process that would run through Al's head first of like, is that is Veya, red armor? Is she one of them? No, she must have like beaten one of them and killed them and took it. That's definitely it. And then he's gonna, as they sort of come up, he's gonna be like, hey Veya, good to see you again. Noticed you took a souvenir with you.
Ow. And she just forgets about Jack, just lets that half of his body drop
Okay.
on that.
We're looks
And you-
his silently.
Fizz
I
definitely
don't think
goes
you've
and helps.
ever gotten a Veya hug, but she does. She hugs you. She sees you, and we're here too.
I think Al's definitely going to take a second to enjoy the hug. Sort of the first moment, I think, since reality has snapped to for him, that he's actually had a moment just to breathe and to sort of feel the lungs inflate of this squirrely armadillo is is something that he enjoys very much. But sort of breaking the hug, he's going to be like, Veya, you're here. We thought you were gone. Barrack's not around, and
I heard.
you're here.
I've been
How
here
are
for
you?
months.
Like,
You can see it. She looks like she's aged. Not just months, years. It's been a drain on her.
looks like you've been at it.
Toughest training of my life. Almost as tough when you beat me. That one time.
Well,
Probably couldn't get away with it now.
no, I suspect I wouldn't be able to. I mean, look at you. You jacked. But
Compliments
get
aren't
your
gonna
wish?
get you anywhere. I wish.
yeah, it kind of looks like what you always wanted, right? Armor, sword.
She just puts her forehead like against you. It's not what I want anymore.
Al, as he's sort of like reflecting on the bar and Sam and the words of the crow in the store, and he's like, you can say that again. But maybe we try and fix it.
That's what I have been doing. And she kind of straightens herself up as if you see all these emotions being packed away again. She kind of straightens herself out. That tail goes flat, her ears sharp again. Who's this?
Fizz, after he's kind of attending to Jack, and he immediately hears, "Who's this?" and he like just drops him, and then you see like Fizz in his full 7 foot 5 furball glory kind of goes, "Oh hey, how you doing, little buddy?"
Oh,
Fizz, nice to meet you. Fizzle Branch is the full name.
Did he just say what I thought he said?
Don't
Well,
murder him. I don't want to drag the body out of the woods.
Did he just say what I thought he said? What did you say to me? And she walks up and like she has to like turn her chin all the way up. to
Check
look at-
this out.
What did
Hey,
you say
what's
to me?
Hey, sorry, little buddy. Let me get down to your level.
He
And
said it
he
again!
comes down like to a lower level. He's like, hey, little buddy, my name's Fizzlebranch. The weather's always good up there. That's what they always ask me anyway. So
No one's asking, girl. And I would like to take a hit at one of those knees. That's like that's eye level for me.
I am crouched down, like I'm looking at you. If you want to go anywhere else, I'll give you that.
All right, we're going for your throat. Then you can't talk to me. You lean down and you just see like the rest of the party knows this, right? Like they see the clenched fist starting to get
we know it.
tighter and tighter.
Yeah.
The nails digging into the embed of her hand or palm. Shall I roll to attack?
Yes, you shall.
I will accept. AC's 15.
Let's see what we can pull off. Oh, you got real lucky. It's an 11. It's an 11. You pull up and you just see the like kind of like swipe at it. I'm sure it wasn't purposeful. You just happened to be standing at the same time to get back up.
Yeah.
Did you see this? This is who you brought in?
Got some fighting, yeah.
Veya, I need to remind you, his eyes need to stay in his head, because again, I don't want to drag the body out of the woods.
He doesn't need two of them, does he?
You make a good point. Go ahead.
I like looking at flowers more like that, but two's better than one. Right?
As you all continue back and forth, suddenly you hear yelling coming from behind you. As you turn back, you now see a number of soldiers now rushing towards the entrance of the shrine.
We have to go, and we have to go now.
Okay.
Minnie.
What about Minnie?
I was gonna say. Panic! Everyone panic right
Everyone,
now.
where's Minnie?
What about Minnie?
Minnie. As you watch as your companions continue to make Jack out the doorway, you trail behind them slightly until you can see just the crest of moonlight coming in through the doorway. You can still hear some of the other guards attempting to put out the flames. What are you doing?
If the entrance out is clear and the guards trying to put out their flames, or the flames have their backs turned, she'll kind of like duck low and rush straight out. Prepare to like put the hood over when she gets outside if she needs to like make a quick stop.
Okay. As you begin to make your way outside, you see a number of soldiers now entering into the building itself.
As I try to head up the ramp.
Up the ramp. What ramp?
Like, isn't there like? I thought we went downstairs.
Nope.
Inside.
There's no stairs. Nope.
How wide is the entranceway?
The entranceway itself is roughly about 5 feet.
5 feet. So are there? No, there's no pillars. Okay. I'm going to. They're going to run into me. So she's going to duck back down, go kind of like on the side and throw up the hood.
Okay. As you turn into your statue form, you still have the ability to hear. As the guards rush in, they begin to shout commands. Some to search the area for whoever or whatever has caused this. The others rushing over towards the fire, while 2 guards remain situated, posted directly in front of the doorway.
I'm going to cast Minor Illusion down the hallway in the opposite direction. I'm going to make the sound of a giggle.
Okay. Go ahead and make a deception check for me.
Okay. Ooh, dirty. Oh, sorry, that's an 18.
Oh.
With an 18, the guards immediately perk up as they hear these small giggles coming from down the hallway. Immediately they react as they begin to rush down the hallways, trying to find the source. Doorway seems to be open for you now.
With their backs turned, I'm gonna quickly hood back down and sneak right out.
Let's go.
So you're using just your regular hood, not your stone hood.
Well, she put it like she flipped it back, so she's no longer a statue.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fair. Okay. Go ahead and make a stealth check for me.
Okay, the stealth check is gonna be a 21.
With a 21, you were easily able to make it out to the front. As you rush back towards the tree lines with the rest where the rest of your companions are, you see a wonderfully familiar sight. Veya attempting to punch someone in the throat.
Oh, Veya, you met Fizz.
That's his name?
Yeah,
that's
Fizz.
Okay.
Fizzle Branch. Nice to meet you. What's your name?
Veya. And she'll hold out her hand, but then quickly take it back, regretting that decision.
Yeah.
You're a quick one.
Is he a quick one? She looks to the rest of the group.
We found them in a box.
He solved that one riddle that one time.
One riddle?
I mean,
Mhm.
riddles
A
are
pretty good
hard.
puzzle. I mean, we did meet. We met someone. No big deal.
This is the guy that's good at riddles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys will get used to each other. We should probably go.
Yeah. Let's get out of here. Fizz,
You
can
will?
you help me?
Oh yeah. Hey Jack, are you all right? You doing okay?
You hear groggy moans.
Oh, my name's Fizzle Branch. I'm a big fan.
Okay.
All right,
Not now.
put the arm over there. And I start helping him out.
Did you sign this? I was just wondering if you could.
That will be coming. That will be coming later.
Yeah.
But don't sign it to me because I'm going to sell it on eBay after.
Whatever the Ruby City version of eBay is. Yes.
Yeah.
We love to see it. As you continue through the forest under the shroud of darkness, you instinctively remember how to make it back towards the grove. Jack attempts to help where he can to point you in the right direction, but still in dire straits condition. When finally you arrive in what seems to be a trail, on either side, two large cliff sides, you all remember this entrance. You remember stopping there for but a brief moment. And Scarlet had explained the protection of these forests.
Have we made it clear to Veya where we're going?
Nope.
We should talk about that.
Okay. All right.
It's gonna be a hard talk.
Mhm.
Why are
What's
we
the issue?
even going to be allowed to go where we're taking me?
Of course you are. You're with us.
I know, but
It just might be hard for you. That's why I wanted to mention it.
Many of you are missing the point here, but I don't. Why is it going to be hard for Veya?
She's with the pride.
Wait, like hanging out with them, a captive?
my mom leads it.
She's a captain.
Oh, I see what happened there. Yeah, that's an awkward one.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, look, I told you that we didn't do this alone. We had help. There's no way that we could have done that, just us.
Okay.
We've been, for the last, 12 hours, working with the Green Rebel people.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right.
Mhm.
Are they going to use me as an opportunity?
No, I won't let them.
Well, we don't know that.
Fizz,
I'm just being realistic here.
No,
He's
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 right.
open with his thoughts.
He's
Rune's
right.
See, that's interesting, Minnie. I took Rune's side on this. I'll burn the place down before I let him touch back.
No.
Me specifically, Nate?
Veya.
We don't know how they might try to use her as an opportunity. They might try to hold her ransom. They're enemies. They've been fighting in this a lot longer than we have.
I don't
So-
blame them.
Veya's right. We have to be really careful. They'll have to go through us first, Veya. No one's gonna touch you.
I mean, we could pretend that we kidnapped her, and maybe that would make it a little bit easier. Or no, is that?
no.
I think it'll
Okay.
make it worse because then they'll try to.
Oh yeah. They'll think that she's aggressive, which totally isn't, but it's fine.
You want to put me in chains?
No, just a rope. It's not a chain. It's just to kind of hold you
No,
off
we're
there
not
for a
doing
second.
that.
Okay.
Fizz, we haven't really explained, but Veya is a really good friend of ours from where we were before here.
Okay, I get that. But like at the same time, I've been on the streets of the Ruby City and being pushed around the whole time by her friends. So forgive me if I'm feeling a little.
We're not all friends. I'm not leading everything.
Okay. Look, both of you
Mhm.
have been through clearly extremely stressful and shitty times. And war forces us to do things that we don't want to do sometimes. But right now, we're all on the same side, and we need to put those things that happened to us aside. You were just on a different side, and now we're on the same side. We're fighting for the same thing.
I'm willing to do whatever it takes just to end this dumb war.
And that's what you want too, right, Fizz?
Yeah, I guess,
Okay, also, Fizz, don't call Veya small.
Well,
She's not. She looks at
okay,
Veya.
fine. That's fine.
She's been watching you.
I didn't realize that, like, your friend. I'm not gonna talk about it. I just really found that out like right away, and that it changes a little bit of stuff. But if he looks over at Veya, if you're a friend of these pretty sweet, awesome people, then I will give you a chance.
Thank you.
No problem.
Why'd you bring someone with so much attitude?
I think it's a dialect thing. He's not from here.
No, it's not.
Oh.
I've never actually seen him been this sassy before, so this is a new side of Fizz.
Fizz, have you eaten?
Fizz, yeah. you need a Snickers.
Well, hey, I'm pretty relaxed and stuff, but that kind of listen, water under the bridge, it's fine. But I don't know, like the Red Army, the Pride really made a lot of things difficult for me in the Ruby City. And I try to be a nice, friendly dude, and this is what happens. So,
Like,
I'm
Fizz,
sorry.
It doesn't matter where you go. Mostly anybody in any city is going to give you a hard time once they get enough power under the belt.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm
Red
not
God.
saying that what they did to you is probably right, but I'm sorry. I don't
Thank you.
deserve a hard time.
I appreciate
think.
that.
That's really nice, Veya.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? What are we gonna tell them?
So,
Okay.
We're showing up here with a member of the Pride.
Okay. We're
I
gonna.
don't know if they're gonna understand. And also, Veya, you're not gonna use this and leak it to your superiors.
No, I don't want
Okay.
more people to get killed. I'm just trying to
Okay.
stop things, okay? That's
Okay.
it. I won't tell them. If you want to blindfold me as we go in further, you can.
No. No.
It's fine.
I trust you. And they're gonna have to trust you too. That's how it'll be. I want Jack back.
Have you talked to these people before, Veya? Has there been any sort of negotiations?
I'm not high enough on the rank for that kind of conversation. But maybe I could be.
Maybe you could help broker something. Even just a
Maybe.
stand down.
No. Maybe you can help me.
I'm all ears.
Because then I know we've not been doing always the best. And I know what my mother is leading, especially with that stupid Scarlet Inquisition, that there's a lot more going on. And you maybe offer some insights with that. If I also get to know what those insights are.
Look, Veya, as far as I'm concerned, that Sam back at the bar, that's not my Sam. It's not my brother. I feel like being here, I don't feel any connection to anything. I just want to go back. You know, even if that means that all of our families are still asleep at a village and we gotta stop an evil witch, I'll take that over this. But we'll do whatever you need to help out, because I don't expect all this to last, for better or for worse.
Listen, there's some sort of corruption, and if I don't know. Maybe you still have hopes of being able to go back, but for me, I'm just working with what I have here, and I don't have a lot.
Veya,
But if you can help me.
You don't have to broker deals with us.
It's a fair trade.
You don't have to trade with us. We're friends. I know it's been a while, but friends just share openly. So whatever we know, you can know.
Yeah, and in the interest of us being entirely wrong and we can't reset any of this, then it's time to start making it a better place, right?
I could work towards that. If they need to know something, I'll share what I have at least. But I'm not going to put any more in danger, whether it's on your side or mine.
No, look, going into this, you protect yours. Those men back there, you know, we do what we do to get in to get what we needed, but you know how we work. We know those people. They all have families and lives. I don't want any side to get hurt here, so you hold your information close to your chest and use it when you feel like that it might save some lives.
Deal.
And if you need a hand, then I don't know, get Fizz to help you. You like him, right? I was gonna kind of turn around.
That was a good one, Al.
She's gonna kick you in the shins.
Me?
No, Al.
Al.
For that comment.
I
Does
missed.
an 18 hit?
Yes, it does. Al fails the check on purpose.
You get a nice bruise on your shin right from that.
I was like, I'm gonna remember this bruise. I hope it never fades. Thinking it in his head.
Fine. Take me into your green camp.
Well, do you guys remember how to get in? I think we just got to follow our noses, you know, because they like there's like fresher air there or something in the woods. Hey, Jack, how do we get in here, man? Jack?
You will
Still-
really not know.
Still relatively out of it at this point.
He's like, ooh, we cut out his tongue. Sorry.
If only we had a healer or something that could kind of put you in a better spot.
Oh, God. All right.
Jack speaks up very slightly. Just walk forward.
Like always? Okay. Start walking forward.
Rin tries
Push
to
forward
figure
to Fizz is towards the bad guys.
Yeah. Okay.
As you all continue forward, following the path along to the best of your knowledge, you eventually make it once again to the clearing. You can see the outline of and silhouettes of images as firelight kicks up all around. As you begin to make your way further into the camp, people begin to notice. You see a number of the rebels, Scarlet, Quentin, Ironleaf, now beginning to stand up as you approach, eyes wide with surprise, as you carry in the legendary Jack Thunderboar. Their eyes quickly switch, as immediately they take note of the red armor following from behind you. In an instant, weapons begin to be drawn, as they all begin to converge over top of all of you, now completely surrounding you. As they do, they begin to grab towards Jack, now pulling him away from you. A few shout out, "What is the meaning of this?" All of them now looking towards you as a group, as traitors. Some of them now reaching out, grabbing you. I need all of you to make grapple checks for me with disadvantage.
Done. Okay.
Is that acro or athletics?
Either or, your choice.
Use athletics on this one.
13.
I got a 13 as well.
I have
11.
7.
15.
Can I try to? I would like to specifically try to
Hold
put
on,
myself in
Veya?
front of Veya.
What'd you roll, Veya?
11.
Okay. As they grab towards all of you in an absolute instant, Minnie tries to shift herself directly in front of Veya, but it seems to be no use. As they pull her away from the rest of the group, loud yelling now begins to break out through the entire camp, accusations being thrown, fingers pointed in your direction, as they continue to pull Veya away from you, holding on to each of you tightly. Elder Muffet now begins to approach all of you. What is the meaning of this?
Okay. First of all, let
Speak
her go.
quickly.
We
Rude.
brought you back. What, Al? Did you say rune or rude?
I said rude.
Okay, sorry. We brought you back, Jack Thunderboar. This is our friend, and I told you when we got here the last time, that we were from a different reality, and we were just put into these versions of ourselves, and that's what happened to her too. And
A tall tale has been told already. You've already said yourself, you've admitted it. You're friends with the enemy.
no,
I don't know what you're playing at here, but I won't have it.
Listen
I
to
have
me.
information.
String her up!
No.
Oh,
give you
listen to them.
Immediately,
Come on, man.
they grab onto Veya and
Don't-
begin to pull her over towards the willow tree.
Hey,
You
I'm
hey, hey,
fighting.
immediately feel your arms being tied down directly beside yourself.
I can
You
help.
try to force against the ropes, but they continue to neglect anything that any of you say. Muffet begins to scream more orders. As Jack finally begins to stir, all now turn towards Jack, looking for some kind of direction. Muffet makes her way over to him. Laying her hands on him, you see a golden or a emerald glow before he starts to stand up proper once more. Thank you, Muffet. Jack, we're glad to have you back. Thankfully to these, but yet they've brought an enemy to our camp. From what I can tell, high-ranking. You've been with them the entire time. What should we do, Jack? A moment of silence. A tension that can be cut with a knife. As he looks towards your group. As he looks towards Veya. Yes, these younglings have been helpful. But an enemy is an enemy.
Oh, I'm gonna fucking kill him.
Jack
I don't care.
Thunderboard is dead.
You're
Jack.
dead. You're dead now.
Yeah, come on, man.
See, this is why I farted in his sleeping bag.
Yep. God damn it.
Yeah.
Well deserved.
Precog.
Execute her.
Okay, at this point, I'm sorry. Bruna's doing everything she can.
Yep.
Like,
Same.
come on.
You continue to struggle, but you can't break away.
Can I
From their
cast
grips.
spells?
Yeah, like,
Like-
Cast
You have no
Thunderwave.
access. You have no access to your hands at this point.
I'm gonna.
As you watch, as Muffet now begins to approach the tree,
We can
a
help.
blade immediately in her hand.
There's someone at the Ruby City. A third target.
You feel your windpipe, Veya. As the blade reaches closer towards you. With bated breath, the rest of the rebels now watching. As Muffet raises the dagger to the sky. She begins to plunge it down towards your chest.
What?
And just as the blade is about to hit, the tension of the night is shattered. With a piercing screech, sharp and commanding. You all look up and see the wings of a spread eagle, of a massive golden owl. Where am I? Oh, that's the one I'm looking for. Its wings spread wide, each beat rippling the air with power, sending leaves scattering and campfire flickering. The creature's feathers gleam like molten gold. Its luminous eyes fixed on the camp below with an intensity that froze every rebel in place. The owl descends with a majestic sweep, landing in the heart of the camp. And as it touches down, a golden light begins to cascade from its form, feathers dissolving into glowing motes that swirl like fireflies. The light gathers and shifts, reshaping itself until, standing where the owl has been, a figure emerges. The rebels immediately release their grip and drop to a knee in reverence. Elder Muffet, now letting the dagger fall away, nodded in respect, lifts her head slightly. Master, you should not be out in the open like this. As the figure steps forward towards you, you see his robes flowing around him like liquid emeralds, shimmering with subtle iridescence that catches every flicker of firelight. The fabric itself moves as though it's alive, pooling elegantly at his feet. He walks past all of the rebels, towards you, the group. As he steps forward, you see long waves of golden hair that frame his face that catch the light. His features are sharp and confident, with an air of quiet authority. As he meets your eyes, he smiles and pushes back a single streak of emerald green hair. Please. Master is so formal. My friends call me Lucy.
Oh my god.
It's really hard for me to
Holy
be mad
shit.
at everything happening right now.
I'm still mad.
Hi,
The
Lucy.
shit
Yeah.
I'm gonna do to Jack Thunderboard,
Oh.
literally no matter what happens.
Hey, he's a hero of my parts, okay?
Next time, poop in his bed. You
Yeah.
know?
I am
It's gonna have
poop in
to
his bed.
upgrade from
Yeah.
And of course,
Oh,
that
God.
is where we're going to take a short rest for the
Ow.
evening.
God damn
Damn.
Damn it. Damn it.
All right, fine. But when we're
I
coming
don't know
back,
who
you're
this is.
continuing that.
No, I know.
Oh, I was thinking we were going to start a new game, maybe go, play some
Yeah.
office
Save,
games,
yeah,
see who's
yeah.
lying,
Separate.
We can, but you know what,
Episode
guys, we
2
can
of
pick
trivia.
this. Listen, we can pick this back up in the new year. I'm sure a chat wouldn't mind.
Yeah,
It's
chat's fine.
totally fine. Chat would not riot in any way, shape, or form. With that said, guys, go get your apples juices. Go get your orange juices. Hey, go get your Lucy juices.
I knew you were going to.
Knew that was coming.
I'm
Yeah.
leaving.
Of
now.
course it was. And we'll be back in a few short moments. You're definitely not going to want to miss this, guys. See you real soon.
Put my drink down, and I don't know where I put it.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Nate lost his drink, guys. I don't know if you caught all that, but
Find
yeah,
it?
great.
Somewhere, so I left it on a table or something. Hi.
They have legs. They move.
And thank you for the raid, Racontour Society. And I saw we got a raid from the Catchy Cantrip folks earlier, so thank you for that
Oh,
as well,
yeah.
guys.
Oh, hey. I hear
Sorry,
this
it's been an intense. Yeah, they are super catchy. Yeah, sorry about that. We're doing some pretty intense shias right now. So, as we dive back into the episode, as the golden-haired halfling gracefully walks throughout the encampment, he looks around to all of the rebels, looking at your shocked faces. Well, come now, this isn't how we treat guests here, is it? And what's with this? He points over to Veya. With a flick of his hand, you see a tiny pip of magic flicker for a moment. Before Veya, you feel the binds now soften as they turn to nothing more than yarn,
Nice.
easily slipping away from your hands and wrists. Muffet approaches, but Master, as I said, this is not how we treat guests around here, no matter where they're from. Must say, it's a pleasure to meet all of you. I've been listening to your story for quite some time. And I think it's just about time we chatted.
That seems better
Muffet
than the
is-
alternative.
Quite right. Muffet, is that opening still clear? Of course it is. Fantastic. Me and my guests are going to take a stroll down there. Any objections? Didn't think so.
Do I get to come
Please.
too?
I wouldn't have it any other way, Veya. You're, of course, the guest of honor.
You know my name?
I know much. Please.
Thank you.
As he holds his arm out in a gesture for you to take his arm.
Okay. She will blink in.
He leans over his shoulder. My new friend Veya and I are going to take a walk. He looks to the rest of the group. Do you care to join?
Yeah.
Rune aggressively shakes off the person who is holding her.
Same.
Shoots him a dirty look. Says, coming.
And I hope that we're not disturbed. You see, as a bit of shame crosses the face of many of the rebels. Lucy now leads you down towards the, for the most part, almost enchanted grove. You once again see the beautiful fireflies that flicker throughout the air. Tiny spots, like stars, so close to the ground. most of the trees now lean over towards. As he lets go of your arm, Veya, I apologize for them. I can tell you've also had a rough time. Many have been lost.
It's fine. I
Scars have been made.
understand that they have a lot of hurt and anger, and I understand.
People do strange things out of anger and fear.
Right. Is that why we're at war?
Yes and no. This war, it's not right, is it?
It's not right and it's not fair.
No.
Too many innocent people being pulled in, and I don't even know if I can trust my own mother now.
There is much you can't trust, Veya. But General Ward is playing her part, as we all are. Well, of course, all of you. You're the only ones that are different. Other than you, Fizz, but I like you.
Hey, just met you. I like you too, though.
A highest compliment, thank you. Perhaps I should introduce myself a little more. My name is Lucy. Technically, Lucille Vander III, if you're counting.
I wasn't. Isn't that a girl's name?
I was thinking the same thing.
Right. I mean,
I
you can
like
have
to
whatever
think-
name you want, but I'm sorry.
I like to think that it can go both ways, like an Ashley or a Leslie.
Do you go both ways? I shouldn't have asked that. I'm sorry. Never mind.
Pretty big question to ask.
That was a very big question to ask. Veya's clearly embarrassed because suddenly her mouth is opening and she knows she's asking rude questions. Very rude, unkind, and she hates this. She hates what she's doing. She's never mind.
He
I'm
can't
sorry.
stop.
I don't,
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Veya. What's your sexuality?
I just said that. It was a snarky answer. I didn't even. I don't even need to know. I don't even need to know. I just.
You got
I-
a girl's name, nerd. You gay?
They were dumb words. And she is backtracking hard, realizing that her dumb tongue,
I missed you back.
I know.
dumb tongue is just putting herself in a position where it's just not even just that it's inappropriate, but it's unkind. I'm sorry. And she'll
Lucy
actually
gives off
take a step back.
a smile and laugh. Well, I was told you should always try everything twice.
I'm sorry.
You're probably wondering how I know who you are, how I have an understanding of what's happening.
Yeah, a little.
Perhaps it's time you knew the truth then.
Do we have to pay for it?
Depends. What do you got?
We have Fizz.
Oh, hey, hey. No offense, but I'm not for sale, man. But it's okay.
I prefer.
Apparently,
a
he's really
song.
good at puzzles, or at least one puzzle.
Hey, I did do one puzzle, and there was that one time where I got locked in a closet and I got out. So there we go.
Fizz, you remind me of someone.
Oh yeah.
He was awkward. Said strange things from time to time. but he was very kind.
Me?
And very bright blue eyes.
Oh, I got green eyes.
Yes, you do. How do I put this lightly? I'm not from here. I come from a place long before your world was even born. There was another place. A place known as Bastia. It was my home. It was a realm of vibrant kingdoms and ancient mysteries. A world shaped by hands of adventurers, not unlike yourselves. I was one of them, swept up in a grand adventure with companions who became family. Together we faced perils, broke curses, even defied gods. In the end, I was given a name, more of a title than a name. I was known as the Fate Breaker. A title not earned lightly, to say the least. But it allowed me capabilities to see paths untaken, choices that could have been, echoes of lives unlived. His gaze sweeps over all of you. His posture is relaxed. When I found myself in this world, I found its timeline fractured, rewritten. Its people made to forget. The Emerald City, a once shining beacon of unity, was reduced to whispers and runes. But it holds something I desperately seek. It became clear to me that the Emerald Rebels were necessary, and so I gathered them. And together we fight to restore what was lost. Yet even this struggle is but a shadow of a greater truth. The world has been altered before, time and time again. And it will be altered again if nothing is done.
Well, it's a lot to take in, but after everything we've seen, I believe you. So, where does that leave this world? Just another one to crash in?
No. Something to fight for. As I said, this is not the first time the timeline's been altered. It seems to happen every time someone gets too close to uncovering the secret that seems locked away at the heart of this world. Memories fade, histories shift, and those who knew are lost to time. Something or someone is behind these shifts. And though I don't know who, I do believe I know why. There's a secret buried deep in this world. One so great it defies comprehension. No mortal is meant to know it, and every time someone draws near, reality bends. History is rewritten. I remember because I see the fractures in the timeline. And you, he studies each of you intently for a moment. You remember because you've glimpsed at what was hidden. And I believe that glimpse anchors you.
I don't remember seeing anything.
Yeah. What are you talking about? What glimpse?
You mean the dream?
Perhaps.
Ginku's dream?
I believe there was something in there. Something that you hold in the back of your minds, perhaps, that allows you to remember what was. This world is strange, unnatural. I believe that the wards, or your gods, as you call them, are not merely protectors. I believe they're wardens, guardians of the secret. Perhaps they themselves do not fully understand that purpose. The present is not benign. It's controlling, confining. And you're not even the first to notice. As I said, there have been others who came close to unveiling the truth. We have a name for them. We call them the Fabled Ones.
God damn it.
Did Rune say God damn it, or did Raina say God damn
Raina
it?
said, God damn it. Because the
Who-
stupid Patreon auction shot, or whatever, the things that Dave ran. And I personally have information that I am upset about that I'm not sharing. And I find it unfair that I know that information. Ah, okay. Wait, hold on. So are you saying that our gods they're guarding something? Doesn't that seem good though? You're kind of implying that they're
Hoarding it.
Perhaps a better word. As I said, I believe they do so without even knowing they're doing it.
But it's in their nature or something?
Yes, it's their purpose. It's why they're here.
So
like
what?
an instinct, like how dogs pee on trees.
Oh, yeah.
Not a bad analogy,
Yes.
though.
Or how Barrick pees his magical pee in the waters.
Okay.
You
But
think
what
he's
if
still
they're
holding
what
it
if
if no
they're
one gives him
protecting
permission?
something?
Wait, you know Barrick?
Yeah, wait. Hold on.
He
You
knows
know
all
Barrick?
of us.
Oh, great. Where is Barrick?
Barrick is in a different place right now. One
Yeah,
that
duh.
One that I unfortunately can't get to right now. He resides where I'm from, Bastia. But that place seems to be nowhere.
Hey.
I've searched for it. But I'm missing a key.
Okay.
You know, in the right light, you guys gotta look alike.
So there is a way to go back, though. As you could go back to yours if you just have a key, we could go back to our timeline.
While I believe that I can get back there, I have yet to see anyone change the timeline here back. But that's not to say that all is lost. There might not be a way to bring it back exactly, physically. There is a way to bring its people back.
Okay.
You know, like, Yeah, do you know who Wandering Wilburo is?
Yes.
Because he's looking
He
for nowhere
was-
too.
I'd imagine. He was a strange being. He'd always carry around jars with him or something.
My door.
That's because his door is ajar.
Yeah.
Come on, Lucy.
Yeah, waiting 4 years to say that.
Annoyed. Hold on. If you can't get back to your timeline, but it's different than ours, and we can't get... Is this just like the dump ground of timelines? That anyone who's ever gotten close just ends up here?
Yes and no. Flip those two. I believe my world has become the dumping ground. And this
Oh.
is the stage that we play on.
If we get too close, we'll get kicked.
But that's where you're wrong, Veya. You've already come too close, even just for a sliver. And you were not, how'd you put it? Kicked?
So there's something different about us.
Yes.
Thus, the fabled ones. Ugh.
Wait.
Okay.
And I don't know if we. I don't know. I'm just thinking about secrets and where we come from. There's a god who just tried to, or somebody who worked for him that scritched out. It's a whole secret, 5-sided one. That ring any bells? It's a whole secretive thing. I kind of saw him in a vision of the past. His name was Alcor.
I've heard that name told in stories many times. In fact, told to my children.
Okay, so he's a good guy then.
Where I'm from, he was a great one. But things are different here.
Oh,
It seems that some of those who were in my world have made it here. Changed somehow, like their stories have been rewritten.
Like
But
who?
as I...
Do we know them?
Some. But not as I remembered them. But as I said, I believe I have a way to bring them all back. To restore the memories that were once lost.
I gotta ask, Mr. Lucy, but you just doing this under the kindness of your heart?
Well, I have two answers for you, Al. For one, yes. Once a hero, always a hero. But I would be lying if I didn't say that there was some selfish wants in there as well.
like what?
A key. A key that I believe the location of is in the old Emerald City. Or at least a way to their whereabouts.
If we get that key, will we be able to get Barrick?
I believe so.
Hear that, room?
Yeah, I just... Okay, so there's a key that gets us to Barrick. You also want to use the key? To go somewhere else?
I need to find a way into the Emerald City. I need it to be restored to what it once was. To do that, there is an artifact. I believe if I were to infuse my ability to see what should not be seen, it would turn this artifact into a beacon that awakens the minds of those around it. If we could find that artifact, we could expose the citizens of the Ruby City to its influence. It would shatter the Empress's control. The populace would rise up, creating the upheaval you need to strike at her and her lackeys. This could be our chance to reclaim the Emerald City and restore its legacy.
Such a thing like that exists?
I think he's talking about the heart.
Shh. What heart?
He said fart. He farted.
Yeah, sorry. Bad mushrooms.
What's the artifact? What is it?
It is a jewel. It is known as the Jewel of Denial.
Okay.
Never heard of it.
Yeah.
The jewel lies within a temple, deep underground, within a tomb. The tomb of an individual, also one of the fabled ones, King Solomon.
Oh no.
Solomon was a great king of Agrabah, an ancient bloodline that stretched back to the earliest days of this realm. The problem is not finding it or getting there, but getting inside. You see, his tomb is locked by powerful enchantments, and the only way through is through one of his descendants. One who carries the royal bloodline of Agrabah can open it.
Come on,
As the
man.
only way to retrieve the jewel. But the bloodline of Agrabah has all but vanished.
Aw, man. Are you serious?
We're just side cornering, looking at Al, trying really hard not to look at him, but her eyes are like betraying her.
Why would you tell us this, Lucy, and we can't even get in there?
Come on, Lucia. What I believed you about alternate realities, but Solomon's tomb, come on. That's just this world or the next world. That's just made up stories for kids.
Al, when I talked to your friend, they told me about that temple. And I haven't really talked to you about what he talked to me about. Because it's just been crazy and you hated me and, it was a whole thing. But, and I just haven't been thinking about it, but he told me about it because he said that there was potentially a star there or something powerful. And he told me that you would be my only way there.
So wait, you guys want to pack up and journey to Agrabah?
I don't know. Is that what you're saying, Lucy? That we need to leave here and go to Agrabah?
It's in Emerald City ruins underneath, right there, Lucy?
No. King Solomon's tomb is not below the Emerald City.
Aw, dang.
But to answer your question, Rune, yes. Perhaps a short trip.
It's not quite a short journey there, Lucy. I don't know if you got a magic carpet you're hiding on us, but I can't just walk to Agrabah.
Funny enough, Al, I might just have exactly that.
I can show you the world.
Oh, well, did you look at that? As it turns out, can we all even fit on this, or is this going to be a Titanic situation where somebody's got to hang off the edge?
Yeah.
Think of the magic carpet more metaphysically.
Yeah, there's no real magic carpets. They'll all gonna do the overhunting.
Like magic furniture? It's like in general. Like, is it a couch? Is Chesterfield?
Magic upholstery.
Yeah.
It's a recliner from Lazy Boy.
All right, everybody pile in my lap.
Regardless of the transportation method, I do have a way to get you there. But that is one person's choice alone.
Fist.
Like he totally understands the whole
Fizz is like,
thing.
okay,
Yep.
I'll do it. I'm the person.
Yeah.
Everyone else is, nope, not saying anything.
Push me back slowly.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that choice is mine.
What do you think, Al?
We can go, but I'm telling you guys, don't expect much. It's a lot of sand and hills and more sand. And the sun's really bright sometimes. There's good food, though. All right, let's go.
Wait,
I think I
right
got
now?
sandals.
No, Fizz.
What about everything happening here?
Yeah. What about Jack? I'm
Yeah,
mad
the
at him.
heart, everything.
We'll return here when it's needed. But I feel as though if the jewel is not found, the war that Veya and the rest have faced for so long will just continue to spin, as it's been written.
And so the gem of denial is the way to kind of just like wipe that all out. And you said bring the people back together. Are we like, is there anyone else that's going to be going after this? Like, I mean, that crow guy probably wants it, right? And his
Can't get it.
buddy.
He's dangerous.
The crow has other motives.
Yeah, we have a feeling he's not even playing for his own team.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we have. Okay. Wait. Before anything, we have a friend here, Blech. He's watching
yeah.
something for us. I don't know if he's gonna want to come with us, but
Also, Jeremy's there.
yeah.
Jeremy's here? You see, like, Veya's eyes light up.
The first one she's genuinely happy to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fair. It's
Jeremy's
fair.
so cool, isn't he?
Well, I didn't know that there were other friends here. Bear with me for one moment, as he snaps his fingers. Suddenly, directly beside him, poofing into existence, you see a small pot-bellied pig that seems to be tearing at an old leather shoe. And a strange little garden gnome. His pants around his ankles as he squats down, holding a piece of parchment. As suddenly he bursts into the world where he is, he suddenly loses his balance. Ha ha ha! And tips over to the side.
God.
I'm not touching that parchment.
No.
Oops.
Can Black not poop in peace for once?
Sorry, Black.
So, I've got a question. Is Blech also one of the fabled ones?
Oh, I'm
Nope.
sorry. Was that to me?
I guess.
No.
Oh,
Black
Oh,
is
thank
not.
God.
Oh.
All of our faces were like, no.
Not that we need to be a little exclusive, but we're like, no, please, dear God.
We're all doomed.
I was just curious. Oh no, he's special. He's done a lot. He gave us a lot of information.
The fabled ones, having been touched by the wards themselves, possess a strange power to them. King Solomon being one of them. But there are more.
So, how are we? I think we're all confused on the timing here, Lucy. I assume you have some type of, magic or something that can get us to Agrabah, but how are we gonna get back? We clearly kind of need it here, and Veya's got a whole thing with her mom. I feel like they probably want to get back to.
No, it's okay. She and I have been fighting for a long time. If I can do something, then I'll do it.
But Veya, if everybody wakes up and realizes the truth, then the uprising is going to be against you.
Minnie, I know I was fighting with you earlier, but you're right. When it comes down to it, what we're doing is wrong, and if my parents can't see that doesn't mean that I can't do what's right still.
Veya, should you consider the one element that they don't remember either?
Right.
That's true.
There were none that followed the Cardinal Coven before this timeline shifted. Now all of a sudden they do. But I believe the jewel will fix that.
Okay, hold on a second. When we were in Ginku's memory, okay, Ginku is this wizard guy that we knew, and it's a whole thing. He was kind of kooky at first, but he also fought in a war, and he's got PTSD or something. I don't know. Anyways, we went back in his memories because he wanted to show us what really happened, and I got this really bad headache, and then like this voice. I heard this voice and like a tearing of a page.
What did the voice say?
Something like, I don't remember exactly, but it was like, oh, this is where I went wrong. Now I can fix it. And that's when everything went topsy-turvy and we ended up here.
What did the voice sound like? Was it like an old voice or a young voice? A feminine voice or a masculine one? Had you heard it before?
No, I haven't heard it before, right, Dave?
No.
How would you describe? I know you voiced it, but how would Avroom described it? Like, was it an older male or?
Hard to tell, but it was a male voice.
Okay, I've never heard the voice. Just sounded deep, probably male.
So not the crow.
No.
Not Dorothy.
No.
Someone who thinks they're running the show, I guess.
Someone to whoever their idea was fixing it was this.
Great.
As you all continue this conversation, you take notes, Lucy, in quiet contemplation as he's turned his head away from you. So it is a who.
Take it that's new info for you?
Very much. But I digress. I believe we're possibly getting a little too far along here.
Okay.
If you're willing, we will retrieve the jewel. We will return back here to gather the rebels and find a way towards the Emerald City. There we'll use the artifact as a beacon to try and restore as many memories as we can. Find a way to restore the Emerald City to its former glory. and then find my key. As he says this, you get a sense of sadness in his voice.
Why do you want the key? You never really answered me before.
It unlocks the secret, doesn't it?
I hope so. The key is the greatest thing in any world to me.
Okay.
A jewel unlike any in any other realm. Her name is Alara.
Oh.
No matter the timeline, no matter the world, she and I have always been bound together by something far deeper than even fate itself. In my world, she was the bearer of light, a radiant force of wisdom, compassion, and strength. She was my equal. No. More than that. Just don't ever say I said that. Together we faced challenges the worlds would have broken over. To me, she is the brightest star in the endless sky, the constant when all else shifts. She is one of those that made her way here. But this world's Alara, she doesn't remember. Here she lives a life unaware of who she truly is, of her connection to me, or her significance to the worlds themselves. Her memory, like so much else in this fractured timeline, has been changed. The powers that be ensure that she remains hidden, shrouded in the ignorance of her own importance. And yet I believe her spirit still endures, a light waiting to be rekindled. Lucy gestures subtly as you see an image now appear in light. A beautiful woman in flowing robes, her features absolutely serene. The image glows faintly, and it exudes this presence of power, but also warmth. As you asked, Al, what was in it for me, I believe the Jewel of Denial can help her remember as well. Its power will not only awaken the memories of the people in the Ruby City, but also unlock Alara's mind as well. She is the key, or perhaps the linchpin, the bridge between this world and mine. Somehow she exists in both worlds simultaneously, though neither versions are aware of one another. I don't know why or how this is even possible, but I do know this. The two Alaras are connected in a way that transcends logic and reason. I believe she's the key to unraveling the truth that has been buried for so long. And if she remembers, she can guide us to the answers we speak or seek. He lowers his hand as the image kind of trails away in a gentle swirl of light. Finding her and restoring her memory is not just a matter of love, though for me it is deeply personal. It is also a matter of necessity. Without her, the path forward is uncertain, the truth remains veiled. With her, the light will pierce even the darkest corners of this world, revealing the lies that have been kept us bound. She is the bearer of light in every sense. And together, I believe we can all set this world free.
You know what? I was just thinking we've heard that before, right? The light bearer?
Go find the light bearer in nowhere. That's what we were told to do.
Not really getting a lot of clear directions on where nowhere is.
Never
Well,
were.
not here, that's for sure.
Isn't it the same place? Nowhere and never were?
No,
Oh,
I believe
I mean, you tried, man. I believed it.
No.
nowhere is referring to Bastia.
that's what it was.
Okay, so we go to King Solomon's tomb. We go in. We get this power source thing. You do your magic on it. And suddenly we get into nowhere. I mean, yeah, no, so never work. And no, into nowhere.
Close.
Okay.
We must find the location of Alara. And I believe that information is in Emerald City.
Okay.
We need the gem for that.
Okay.
This is a lot of steps.
Step one's just accepting it, you know?
Thanks. That's really
problem.
helpful. Let me add that to my to-do list so I can just cross that off right away.
Pretty easy one to do. That's how you start getting momentum going. I'll show you. Don't worry about it.
I can't believe I say this, but he's actually right. Maybe we just say yes, and then we figure out the next step, right? We just go
Yeah.
to the Emerald City?
No, we go to Agrabah.
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 King
To King Solomon. And then we go there.
Yeah. We have to get the jewel to get the key to unlock the secret. The
Right.
key isn't a real key, it's a person, specifically this lady.
Get the jewel, get the lady, get the secret, find Beric.
Save the world.
Easy.
Simple.
Not so many steps, is it, Veya?
Sure. That should be no problem. Is she going to want to come to us, or are we going to have to try to convince her? She's not like a princess locked in a castle sort of thing, right? I have to fight some ugly little dragon turtle thing.
Yeah,
Perhaps.
catch a kidnapping charge.
Ugh.
I believe that once her memories are restored, that things will become much clearer.
Okay. Right. Well, one step at a time, right?
Yeah.
All right.
One foot in front of the other.
Oh my god.
I'll give you all a moment. I must speak with the others. But I'll return shortly and we can leave from there.
Okay.
Hey, can you tell them that we're pretty pissed and we expect a sincere apology when we get back?
You will very much be owed it, Minnie.
That's Minnie's way of
Yeah.
saying have pies ready.
And yeah, like pies, a feast.
Yeah.
I want a whole spread.
I'm sure we can arrange something.
Thank you.
Spread.
I want craft service up at the
I want a full charcuterie board, at least 3 jams. Okay?
Call
I'll
this
be in my
Brie.
trailer. Yeah, you call this.
No blue M&Ms though.
As Lucy gives a slight nod, he walks back down the path towards the main camp area.
Right.
You guys
So we
okay
just
with
say
this?
yes, right? This guy comes in, he saves our lives, or my life at least, and we believe everything he's saying, right? Because I'll tell you this, the last time somebody who just walked in that I saw was not exactly the best intentioned individual that I can tell.
I mean,
So-
I got nothing else to lose here, kind of in that situation, you know. But I mean, Al, this is probably a pretty big ask for you, buddy. What do you think, man?
I mean, the way forward, right? It's not like not going's gonna help. It's been weird going back home, but we're not gonna be like walking into any main cities or anything, right? So, should be okay. And besides, I don't even know what this reality is like or what Agrabah's like there. It could be completely different.
You think you'll be safe there?
I think at this point we're on the boat as safe as I am here. Well, with the crow on us and all.
But we could also be running into the, hold on, his name's not the Hierophant, the Hierophant too, though.
I don't think he would have brought himself all the way to Agrabah.
The what?
Smell
There's a
him.
guy-
Real creepy guy, knew too much about my past. I'm probably gonna kill him next time I see him.
Yeah. So that
You know,
happened.
I feel like I'm a few chapters behind on your book.
Yeah, I can catch you up. There's been a few things you might have missed.
What's the cliff notes?
Al
You know, I was never really that great of a student when it came to the books.
still being even still looking around a little bit. He's gonna be like, well,
So-
Cliff Notes. Back in my world,
Wait, you were from a different world too?
well, no, I mean back in our world that we came from before. Yeah, the previous
Oh,
timeline.
okay. That's a
It's
little
conf-
easier.
It's been a lot of thinking, Veya. I don't blame you.
Thanks.
But I might be sort of royalty, and fled the palace.
Wait, you're royalty?
Yeah, don't make a big deal out of it.
Should we be kneeling?
No.
Are you called a prince?
No, don't want any of that.
But are you supposed to be?
Technically,
Oh my god, you're a prince.
yeah. I hate it too.
Why? Why do you hate it?
So much responsibilities. It comes with a lot of stuff. You got to keep the status quo going. You got to make everyone happy. Everyone's looking at you to perform and make sure that the city prospers. It's not
And
my
that's-
scene.
That's why you ran away?
No, ran away because there's a person. Maybe you could call them the head councilman or vizier or general dickhead, but someone who was very high up in my father's court. He ended up taking over. I don't know what happened to my parents. I assume that they're dead, but I can't say for sure. Sam and I, we left. I grabbed the lamp on the way.
Oh my god.
That's horrible.
Well, it's been a lot of processing for me, and then all of a sudden we wake up here. Now I don't know if any of it's real, if any of it carried over, or if my stuff that happened back there will ever be brought back.
Well, what did the elephant guy say? He kind of gave you an iteration.
They have a story here about a pair of brothers.
Yeah,
Sounded very similar to how things went down with Sam and I. So
that's probably
only
what
a-
happened then. Yeah,
yeah. So
which
clearly this
is a target
version
on
of
your
Al-
back.
right? But I don't know why.
Okay.
This Al would decide to come to the Emerald City of all point. Back where we were from, the goal was to Sam. He was going to go raise an army. See, and I was hiding out with the lamp because we couldn't let them have that. That would have been game over for us. So once Sam had his army, we were gonna, go back and take things back. But
Wait,
I don't
so the
know
lamp
why.
you actually have is an important lamp?
Might sort of be kind of like a secret weapon that the city kept in case of emergencies and possibly has the chance to ruin a lot of things and maybe wipe out a lot of cities.
And you've just been
And we're
carrying
just
it
gonna bring
around with
back
us?
there?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's cool.
He?
Who's he?
And the genie.
Oh yeah, yeah. We talked about it.
Yeah, they got the
Ooh.
cliff notes on this, Veya, but
We get to meet the genie?
I wish I could, but I think they've kind of checked out.
Oh.
I don't think it was intentional. I think whatever happened to switch the world over to this, they got left behind or can't get through or something, but...
You should ask Lucy. Lucy might know. Yeah. He knows all of us. He even knew Barrick, and Barrick isn't here. So maybe he'll know where Ginny is.
Maybe.
Oh.
Does seem to know a lot of things that we don't.
Could Sam have the genie? Maybe in this world, you're the one raising the army, and Sam's the one staying back.
Oh.
It's a good idea, Minnie, but I have the lamp, so I don't know how the genie would be hanging out without it. It's kind of bound to it.
Let me just ask this. Do you want to go to Agrabah?
No, but we have to.
If you don't want to, we don't have to do anything.
I appreciate it, Veya, but the whole idea of waking people up and having your parents go back to the way they were sounds pretty good. Hell, maybe that'll wake up Sam, and if they're still alive, my parents, maybe it'll kickstart things here, you know?
Yeah.
I don't like it as much as anyone, but kind of the only way forward.
Do you think Genie's not with you because they used it?
Maybe, but it wouldn't make sense in how I still have the abilities that I have. If anything, I feel stronger since we've been here. So, I don't think I could do that if they had him. I don't know how it works, Fizz, but something to think about.
Oh,
now you know.
Also, Veya, a really important cliff note of things that have happened since you've been gone is Al and I are friends again, or are, or...
Okay.
Yeah, Room seems very insistent on this. We've never stopped being friends, but anyway.
Not even for a little bit, just like
that,
5 minutes.
I'm going to say was not on my radar, but I'm happy for you.
Thanks. Also, I'm sorry I didn't tell you what Jeannie had said to me. It just, it was crazy, and I didn't even know if I needed that anymore. And Jeannie told me that you were gonna hate me anyway, so it was sort of like, oh, I can't ask Hal for a favor, and I don't even know if whatever.
Wait, okay, no, things are slowly catching up to this brain here. So you had a genie, you had talked to the genie, but you had a genie, but you don't have the genie now, but you still have the genie powers.
Genie lamp, genie powers, no genie.
She has the lamp. Okay. She turns over to Minnie. You have Jeremy. You're still a badass, right?
Even more
as far as I can tell.
Okay. That's good. And then she'll turn to Rune. Do you still have Sleeping Beauty, or is that not a thing still, or...
Rune gets even more whispery. I haven't really talked to her about it, and Minnie thinks that I shouldn't even talk to her at all. Minnie really doesn't like Sleeping Beauty.
It's not that I don't like her. I just think that she makes shady deals with adolescents. And I think that's morally questionable.
Okay, Mom.
But
women make shady deals with children with their parents not consenting.
I built this house of candy.
She's just... I think some of her choices are very questionable, and I feel like I'm pretty good at telling what the right thing is and what the wrong thing is, and with her, it seems really shady.
Wow.
You're not wrong, Minnie.
Yeah.
What?
Seems weird.
What? All of
She's
you?
had a really good compass on these things.
Yeah, look.
Listen, it doesn't mean that you can't talk to her, but know and recognize the situation for what it is.
Situation.
Situation.
Look, she can't even believe it.
It's not even a real word to me.
Flabbergasted.
I can't handle the situation.
Oh my God.
He's a DJ now.
It's pretty bold to question a god. And
I mean, maybe a
explained this-
warden.
A warden, yeah. And she saved my life. And she said that we have to keep things in balance. And that was a trade-off. Things need balance. That makes sense.
I think that's such kind of a half-ass explanation.
Yeah, Rune, the genie pitched this whole powers thing to me, and yours sounds like more of a pyramid scheme than mine does.
Did you get Tupperware too?
What's Tupperware? Is that new here?
Listen, this just gives you more power over the situation. It's not a gift that she's giving you, but this is a deal you're making, and you can ask and negotiate for what's good for you.
Oh, yeah. I have been meaning to talk to her. I know many you don't want me to, but
Well, maybe she's not wrong. Maybe she's just misguided. Like Lucy said, maybe they're protecting something they don't understand, and they're going about it in the wrong way. Because remember that time what's his name? Sexy Grandpa.
sexy. Oh, Alcor? What?
Alcor? He wasn't he fighting Sleeping Beauty's priests? In the vision you saw of him?
Sleeping Beauty's priest. No, wait, who were the people that were praying in that wishing?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember if he was fighting for them or against them.
Against
He was
them.
fighting for Sleeping Beauty.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah. That's,
Well, then she can't be all bad, because if Lucy
'Cause he's
says that
hot.
Alcor was a good guy,
Because he's hot, yeah.
I don't know. It all sounds confusing. I'm not saying she's bad, and
She's
you
not.
obviously understand her a lot more than me, but I just have reservations.
Okay, I feel like I'm caught up now.
I got a lucky stone.
And you have a stone?
Yeah, a lucky pebble. No big deal. Anyways, we can talk about it
Also
later.
might be the descendant of some type of guardian dragon that has blood in them.
Oh, no, we don't even know that.
yeah. Fizz
Oh,
has
yeah.
skills that we're trying to change or fix or heal or something like that.
Wait, is it an infection? Do you have a disease?
It also
Well, I
might
mean, I
be an
was-
infection
I-
day. I never considered that.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually.
We found
I
it
don't
in a
know.
box. so.
My elders didn't tell me that, but you can see he has like these wraps and he unwraps them all. You can see like white scales underneath, like just a quick little and puts them back.
Just to be clear, it's not contagious, right?
I don't think so, but they just said like there was like some person who came up and talked to me and said that I could like, you know, it might destroy the world or something like that. But we'll talk about that later. It's all good.
Wait, do those actually like protect you, or are they just pretty little scales now?
Oh no, they do stuff, and then you can see like they kind of glow a little bit with some arcane energy.
Why'd you wrap them up then? That's cool
Oh.
as hell.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
But, like a lot of people don't like what I got going on from where I'm from, so that's why I'm kind of like here now. That's how I ended
Yeah.
up in the Ruby City.
Well, who cares what other thinks? What if I don't like you? That doesn't mean you shouldn't just not be here. If it works for you and you like it, show them off.
I get it, but at the same time, you got a family to go home to, right?
Well, if this works.
It'll work, Veya. It has to. And it's gonna work because we're all together. Well, not Bear, but we're gonna get him. And now we're all here. Fizz is here. You definitely don't replace Barrack. Don't ever think you replace him. But it's-
Poor Fizz.
I will kill you if you think you're his.
You guys been talking over here about a bunch of stuff, and I've been like looking at butterflies, and I was like, yeah,
but we're all together. And so far, anything we've done together has been pretty successful, I think.
It is a lot easier to get things done with friends. Guess I kind of
Oh.
missed you all. It was nice having you here.
Missed you too.
Well, as you hear from behind, Lucy now making his way back towards the clearing. Of course, all together, good things to happen. All of these sound wonderful. Oh, and Minnie, your apology and feast is on its way.
That's what I thought.
Nice.
And that worked.
But for now, we should probably take our leave. Any questions before we leave?
Ow, ow, ask the thing. Friends.
Ah, stop poking me. Rune makes a point.
I didn't really make a
Might
point
have a
yet.
pact with a genie, and I haven't seen them. You seem to know a lot of stuff, Lucy. Have you seen a magical genie kicking around here? Dumb question.
No, not just kicking around per se, but I have heard of them in the past. Is there
Okay.
one you're particularly looking for?
Yeah, he's pretty loud. We sort of talk very similar. He has domain over lightning and storms. You know, pretty casual guy.
And your pact with him, I'm assuming that you have his receptacle.
Yeah, still do. But normally they would be inside of it. No show. Ever since we got to this new reality.
May I?
Yeah, but it's gonna be weird. First time letting, kind of looks to Rune. Second time letting somebody else touch it. So
We started fresh. We started fresh.
it's a fact, Rune. I'm just saying, it's still weird to me.
Okay.
Passes the lamp over to Lucy, sort of hesitantly.
Lucy takes the lamp and kind of looks at it a little bit, holds it up to his ear and shakes it.
Ah, what's the blizzy?
Oh. Well, there's a map on the bottom here.
Yeah, I didn't know if I took that as a location or.
Yeah.
Plus, I had nothing to match it to. It's just lines until I know where it is.
From what I can see, based on the geographic region, this is the Valley of Scales. As he hands the lantern back to you.
But why? It just brings up more questions. I guess we'll have to stop by.
Should we
I
I
go
would hope so.
before Agrabah
Yeah, it's an
or
Agrabah.
after?
Well,
In Agrabah?
funny enough, that's where we're actually headed now.
What a
told you,
coincidence.
Al. I told you. See, it's a good thing you asked.
But of course, that, my friends,
No!
is going to be a story for another day.
Damn it.
Damn.
Damn
Okay.
it, Dave.
Dang it.
God, fucking.
That was a
damn
good
it,
episode.
Dave.
I had fun.
Yeah.
And I rolled a nat 20.
Yes, you
Nice.
did.
I
It
rolled
all
a
worked out in favor
Yeah.
then.
Yep. Yeah, thank
Nicely
you.
done. Nicely
you.
done. And thank you once again for Beck for coming and hanging out with us
Yeah.
this evening. It was an absolute pleasure having you back, and maybe you're coming on a little journey with us.
Huh?
Unless you
Yeah.
murder me, you know.
I'll try. I'll try
That's
my
a
best.
big, yeah.
We'll see if you or Fizz shove each other off the magic lazy boy.
That's
Oh.
true.
Yeah.
I'm
See how
actually
that
not
goes.
picturing bunk beds might be a good and better option for us.
Yeah.
There,
Yeah.
yeah.
With that said, yes, Veya will be back next week as we continue our journey into Agrabah for the very first time.
I'm
Yay!
gonna do a diary again.
Yeah.
Oh my
Ooh,
God! Yes.
Check out the Patreon.
Will I get it turned in on time? We'll see.
Probably will.
Probably before
I'm
the
just
rest
kidding.
of us. Yeah.
You'd be great. You are always on top of it.
Well, folks, that is all we have for this evening. Thank you so much for joining us. As always, it was an absolute pleasure. And hey, to all the adventurers out there,
Ooh, Mike's kind of going.
whether you find yourself in a burning temple.
Dave, your mic's really bad. Not to
It's
interrupt,
really
but it's
bad.
horribly
Every time you
static when you talk.
Did it go really bad all of a sudden?
Oh, it's horrible. Oh, it's so
Static.
bad.
It's really
It's so bad.
Every
It
time you
hurts.
talk, it's
It's because you're going through the air, you know, flying dagger bots.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bad.
All right. I'm gonna try not to destroy everybody's ears, as I say. Whether you find yourself in a temple, in a clearing, or with some old friends, I beg you all one word of caution. Be careful out there. You can trip. We'll see you in the next one, folks.
We love you all. Sorry for the ear damage.
Sorry about that.
Good night, everybody. I
See you
blame
next
the bug.
week. Take care.
The fucking bug.
Bye.